Today on MTG Unpacked, we're going to crack open this Ajani Planeswalker deck. This is from the new core set 2019. So Ajani is representing white in the Magic colors, and we'll be going through the remaining 3 decks in the next couple of videos, so stay tuned for those. So let's take a look. Ajani, if you're not familiar, he is the Lion Planeswalker. He's a veteran warrior of unmatched skill, protects the weak and mentors aspiring heroes. Gather battalions of small fighters, bolster their strength, and overwhelm your opponent. So we get a deck box, a ready to play 60 card deck, and a 15 card booster pack. So normally they would have had 2 of these, but they've reduced the price of these, so now they're about $10 each. Previously I think they were maybe around 14, so leave it up to you to decide if that is a good deal or not. I think it's pretty good, because usually you're not going to have some crazy pulls out of the pack there. The main thing you're after is just learning with the Planeswalker deck. So let's get stuck into this. And if you haven't already, you might want to go back to yesterday's video, check out the Liliana Planeswalker deck. That one's pretty cool. See if I can get this out of here without bending the card. Okay. So here he is, foil. So each one of these comes with a foil Planeswalker card. Ajani Wise Counselor. So his loyalty cost is 5. Casting cost is 3 and 2 planes, so his +2, you gain 1 life for each creature you control. -3, creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. And -9, put X +1/+1 counters on target creature where X is your life total. So that seems pretty good. You can really beef up a creature if he reaches the ultimate. That pretty much sounds like a game-winning condition. So we'll pop that over here next to Ajani himself. Let's take a look at this. So we get a cool deck box. Ajani. Let's see what we get in here. Okay, so the quick reference card, we opened this up yesterday. If you want to see what these are, go back, check that out. They're just really a reference for newer players, so you can remember the various phases of turns and a very rough high-level view of how to play Magic. So here we go. This 60 card deck is ready for battle, so don't start adding new cards just yet. Play a few games to understand how your deck works, then open the included booster pack. So that's precisely what we're going to do. We're going to look at the deck first, then we're going to crack open the pack. So terms to know: flying, first strike, vigilance, and lifelink. So those are all things common for white creatures, especially lifelink. White is known for life gain. Also to a lesser extent flying creatures. A couple other things there. And there we go, there's Nicol Bolas on the core set 2019. Very cool. Okay, and we can't forget this. Very important. On this channel we do pack blessings, and Ajani just blessed the pack. So what that means is we will hopefully get some crazy pulls out of there. No one else does that on Magic channels, probably because it is too absurd. They would be like, why would that ever get you crazy pulls? But believe me, it sometimes works. Okay, so let's get stuck into this. So we're gonna have a lot of planes, so let's set those aside. Some of these decks that you get, the packaged Magic decks, they're multiple colors. This one's just plain white. Alright, so Ajani's Influence. So this is a sorcery for 4 mana. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature and look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a white card from among them, put it into your hand, and rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. And then we have Ajani at the head of, looks like a big army of cats. So I wonder if we'll have some nice cat tribal in here. We shall see. Mentor of the Meek. This is a creature human soldier, 2/2 for 3 mana. Whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1. If you do, draw a card. Alright. And another Ajani's Influence, so I will put that there. And here's another rare, Serra's Guardian, creature angel, 5/5 for 6 mana. Very cool artwork. I wonder if that's something they put on a playmat. I can't remember if they did that for this set or not. Has flying and vigilance. So if you're not familiar, that means attacking doesn't cause this creature to tap. So normally you would tap your creatures when you're attacking. Other creatures you control have vigilance. So that is a very nice ability. I think I had this in my pre-release. So that's pretty cool. Next up we have Ajani's Pridemate. So I'm not going to read out all the uncommons and commons. You can freeze frame the video if you want to see those. So we get 2 of those. Cavalry Drillmaster, that's pretty good for pumping creatures. So we've got 2 of those. A Dwarven Priest, another life gain creature, so 2 of those. Herald of Faith, you're sensing a theme here. When it attacks, gain 2 life. So 2 of those. So I think the plan here is very much just keep gaining life and attacking and making the difference between your opponent's life and yours just too insurmountable. Next up, Inspired Charge. So that's pumping creatures. Knight's Pledge, another creature pumping spell. Luminous Bonds, so preventing creatures from attacking or blocking. You get 2 of those. Mighty Leap, another creature pumping, and give them flying. That's pretty good. Militia Bugler. So what is this? Looking at cards. Yeah, card draw. 2 of those. Orescus Swiftclaw, just a generic sort of cat warrior creature. Pegasus Corsa, so you can give flying to other creatures. Revitalize, so some nice life gain, card draw. Rustwing Falcon, just a low end bird. We're probably going to have, maybe they'll put in 4 of these. 3. Meteor Golem, so a colorless. He was actually in the last deck we looked at. Court Cleric, so lifelink, and gets a bit of a bonus if you've got an Ajani, so that's a nice synergy with the Planeswalker here, so 3 of those. Silverbeak Griffin, very nice, just a flyer, so I've got a couple of flyers and a lot of, there we go, so I think that's 4 of those, so that is pretty much the deck. Now let's see what the mana base looks like. A whole lot of planes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So unless I miscounted, we've got 25 planes. I think yesterday we had 26 swamps in that deck. Okay. Let's crack this pack, see what we get, and stay tuned. Tomorrow we'll be cracking open the Tezzeret deck. I believe he is blue, so if you are a fan of control strategies or just blue in general, stay tuned for that. So what do we have? Knight of the Tusk, Tolarian Scholar, Onake Ogre, Mighty Leap, so we could add that to our deck. We wanted Giant Spider, Doomed Dissenter, Daggerback Basilisk, Duress, Luminous Bonds, there's another one we could add, but we've already got 2, so that's probably more than enough. Marauder's Axe, and that's one we could add too. Anything colourless or white would fit in. Blanchwood Armour, first the uncommons. Vigilant Baloth, Sift, And open the graves. Oh, that is creepy. So an enchantment for 5 mana. Is that new artwork? I'm not sure if I've seen it before. Leave a note in the comments if that is a new artwork. So who is this? Vincent Pros is the artist. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. So that's pretty good. Just keep pumping out zombies. Maybe have a bunch of low mana cost creatures on the battlefield so you can just sack those and get a nice zombie. And a plains and a dragon token. So that was our pack. There we have it. So that is the Ajani Planeswalker deck. Leave a note in the comments if you're an Ajani fan and if this is something you might consider picking up, or if you're more after the black deck with Liliana or one of the other colors. Just one other note on these. So these are more of an introductory product. So if you've got quite a few games under your belt, they're more of a I don't know, like a historical timepiece, or a like if you like to collect these planeswalkers, that's about all they're good for. But if you're a newer player, these are pretty good to play against each other. However, they are not terribly competitive at Friday Night Magic events, things like that. I would recommend still maybe starting off with one of these. They're pretty cheap. Just $10 to get started, so you and a friend could get one each. But if you're going a more competitive route, it's a bit more expensive, but you can pick up the Challenger decks. So those are pretty good as well. Those will get you something that is fairly competitive at Friday Night Magic. So check those out. I've made a bunch of videos of those. So if you go through the unboxings, you'll see those. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button for more Magic the Gathering unboxings, and be sure to tap the notification bell to be notified as soon as new videos are released. And have a great day.